Now with our celebration of Giving Tuesday. And since the movement started 12 years ago, it has fueled, get ready for this, more than $15 billion in charitable giving in the U.S. alone. Now Giving Tuesday CEO Asha Curran and philanthropist Melinda Gates are here to tell us more about it. Good to meet you. Wonderful, Melinda, to see you again.
Yes. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Giving Tuesday. What a wonderful, wonderful initiative. And I know with you, Melinda, giving back has been one of your core values since way back. Even your high school had the motto of being of service to others.
Yes, and my high school and my parents sent us out in the community. I served in the Dallas County Courthouse. I served in the local hospital. I tutored in the public school. And I learned from that one person can make a difference in someone else's life.
And it stayed with you at that
all
moment.
This time.
Yeah, it has. And Asha, bless you for starting this.
Thank you.
Just tell people the ways that they can give back, not just today,
but every day.
Yes.
Yeah, today is a wonderful entry point into the world of giving. But my experience is that everybody is already very generous in their own ways, even some ways that they don't give themselves credit for. But today is an incredible day to examine what are the causes you care about, and even to give in support of a cause that someone you love cares about. Right? There's a million ways to do it, and it doesn't have to involve money either. Acts of kindness or just brightening someone's day.
Your time, giving of your time.
Giving of your time, absolutely. There's data that shows that just paying for someone's coffee in the morning makes you and them happier for the entire day.
And we all have been there when that has happened. And that is such
It's
a great feeling.
And we tell somebody else because we're so joyful about it, right?
And then they want to do something generous.
That's right. Yeah. It's just collective like that.
Incredible ripple effect.
The CDC says 1 in 3 Americans say they feel lonely, and you believe that you can combat that by being generous, by giving.
By giving. If you go out in your community and you give your time, let's say you decide you want to be part of a food drive or you want to be part of serving food to the homeless, you have a connection then. You understand the community, but you also have an authentic connection not just with the recipients, but with the others who are doing that work. And I think it helps us feel good about ourselves and known authentically to others.
I think often when people have said they're feeling bad or whatever, that if they do something for someone else, get outside of themselves, that it automatically makes them feel better. This is something I was not familiar with. Collective generosity as opposed to individual generosity. Collective generosity, you said, can be even more powerful?
I think you probably are very familiar with it and maybe just haven't given it that name, but it's really when a group of people come together to make a difference. It could be picking up trash. It could be cooking food for the local community center. It could be placing flowers on the doorways of your neighbors. It's anything that people do together to make their community and world better. So Giving Tuesday is an incredible example of collective giving. It's literally every country on earth, millions and millions of people giving together. So it doesn't mean you have to be physically with people, but it's about feeling like you're part of something bigger than yourself. It could mean anything that Melinda said, or starting a giving circle. There's so many ways. But when you feel like your impact is magnified by giving with the people around you, and the effect on your well-being, the well-being of your community, your mental and physical health is so profound.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I just didn't know it had a name, but now I do.
Exactly.
Now I do appreciate that. And Melinda, you come bearing gifts. As always, you say you have a big announcement for us here in GMA?
Yes, so for the next 10 days, I'm basically going to match up to $1 million any gift that's given to one of two organizations, either the Rosalind Carter Institute for Caregivers, because so many of us are giving and caregiving for others these days, or also to Vote Mama Foundation. And what Vote Mama is doing is really collecting the data and the research about if a mom wants to run for public office, what that's going to be like.
Oh, thank you, because on Giving Tuesday, not as much money as we would like go to those organizations for women and for girls, and so for you to do that and match it, as it does. How helpful is that, Asha?
It's incredible, and a match is one of the very best ways to inspire people to give. They love the idea of their impact being doubled, and you're absolutely right. Women's and girls organizations are tremendously underfunded, especially smaller or more local ones.
All right, so what is your final message? What's people to say, like, this is wonderful that you're able to give as generously as you are. I'm not in that position. Can you just emphasize to people again that there are different ways of giving on Tuesday and every day?
I would say to people, you have your time, which is precious.
Yeah.
You have your voice to speak out. You have expertise to give an organization, or even a $10 donation makes a difference. So if you go to the website that's being shown there, you'll see different people who are raising money, whether it's for school supplies for kids or someone who's homeless or a school in South Africa. So there are just so many ways to give back. And giving doubles. We say that joy doubles when you share it with somebody. I think giving doubles, as you said, when we give to others.
Could you ever imagine that Giving Tuesday would turn into what it has?
Not at all, but now that it has, I'm actually not surprised at all, because I am reminded of the innate generosity of every human being every day of the year.
Yeah, and thank you for that reminder. Asha, so good to see you. Melinda, thank you as always for being so good to us.
Yeah.
Anytime. Let's do it again next year.
Happy Giving Tuesday every year.